Hi everyone, Michelle here from the Creative Cove, and thanks for joining me today. I wanted to do a quickie sketch on butterflies. I had a few requests after the dragonfly video that I posted on how to do butterflies. So butterflies are pretty similar as far as capturing the form. If you followed along on my dragonfly tutorial, you can see how you have to kind of get everything symmetrical, and that's probably the biggest challenge about drawing a butterfly is getting the wings symmetrical. So there's a couple of little techniques I can show you really quick. So I was practicing away like I usually do before I teach something. I like to make sure that I can actually draw it myself for starters. And then I wanted to see what direction I can take it in. So as you can see, you can get really whimsical after you figure out how to draw a butterfly. You can really break it up and have some fun with designs. And there's all kinds of thousands of specimens of butterflies. So when you sit in your garden, you can see them flutter by and you'll see how many different kinds you'll have in your one garden. So I worked on some monarchs here, top view, side view. This is the blue mountain swallowtail, and this one here is the tiger swallowtail, which is a couple that we have around here. Some are more rare than others. And then I just kind of had fun with it. I started breaking up the butterfly and just playing with some design elements and just really being whimsical and fun. So again, it depends on the kind of journal theme you're working on, but it's about really just capturing the form with your pencil and getting a feel for where the lines go and just staying really loose. You can see how messy the details are in this, but that's the whole point. It's really just a quick sketch. So let's get started here. I have these little pockets I've done. I used my coffee dye paper like always, because that's what I like to sketch on. I'm using my 0.7 size lead in my mechanical pencil, and it's just an HB lead, so it's a medium lead. You can use any kind of pencil, pen, whatever you've got. It's really just find a comfortable spot and have some fun trying to draw a butterfly today. So like I said, the biggest challenge of drawing a butterfly is keeping it symmetrical. That's what I find most challenging. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a line down the center. And I think we'll just draw kind of like a swallowtail without the actual, well, we'll see where we go. I'm not gonna say what we're gonna draw yet till we start drawing. So then I do a line across the top here. And what I wanna make sure is this line from the center over and the center over are the same length. And then I'm gonna do a shorter line down here, same thing. Same length on this side, same length on this side. And these you wanna keep light because we're gonna be erasing these later. So what this is basically the shape of the overall butterfly I'm working on. So I draw these little thin lines here. So I know that wherever I go outside the line on this side, I'm gonna go outside the line on this side, and this will just help you stay symmetrical. I also like to find the center here, and it's just visual. Just do your best to find the center and give yourself a thin line. So with almost every species of butterfly, the wings will always connect to the same spot on the body. So I'll show you that in a second. So we're gonna go a little bit down, let's say halfway through this line, and we're gonna start the wing. So I'm gonna pull it out, I'm gonna curve it to my corner, and I'm gonna wiggle it in a little bit and curve it back to the center line we did. So now I have to mimic the shape on this side. So because I have these guidelines, it's gonna be a lot easier to capture the same shape and keep this butterfly symmetrical. So there's my top wings. So now I'm gonna do the bottom wings. So I'm gonna come down like this, underneath this wing. I know my corner is here, so I'm just gonna go around and wrap it back up. So I'm just curving the edge. So I'm gonna do the same on this side. Curve it. I'm gonna go underneath the wing here. And if you have like a bend or something, you can draw another line straight across, and that will help you figure out where the bend is on this side. And I'm just gonna wrap it around. So we want our wings and everything symmetrical. So you can really play with the shape now. So you can pull the wings bigger if you want. You can give the swallowtail has these kind of jagged, fun edges. We can do that. So whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. You can give your swallowtail the little signature lines, the little decorative wings at the bottom, and curve it and do the little spikies back. So this is where you get to really play. So what I want to do in here now is the body. So I'm going to give myself kind of like a little diamond shape right here. I'm going to give myself a triangle head, a little bit more lead, and then I'm going to give myself a little bit of a, I guess it's kind of like a cylinder shape, an oval without the top of the oval. So it's just the bottom half here. So it's this kind of shape. So some shapes are just really hard to describe. And then I'm just going to scribble in, give his body a little bit of darkness, and maybe give him a little bulge on either side here to indicate eyes. Then he gets his tentacles. Tentacles. They're not tentacles. Yeah, it's early in the morning. I need a coffee. His little feelers here, I don't know what they're called, but they're definitely not tentacles. All right, so now let's give him a little bit more definition on this back wing. So all his wings would now start in the same space, in the same area. So you can see I've got a wing way up here, a wing here, and a wing way down here. They don't actually grow like that. They attach all from the same spot. So I'm just gonna turn this a little so it's a bit easier on my wrist. I'm now gonna change the shape of his wing a little bit. So I'm gonna pull it out here, and I'm gonna get rid of this line. I hope you can see me. It's pouring rain out, so it's really dark. And I'm gonna now give myself a definition on this back wing here, and I just mimic the shape on the other side. And I'm gonna get rid of this line. So there. So you can see all his wings will always grow from the center right here. They don't attach up here or down here. They all come out of this spot, which is, depending on the species, could be right in the middle of the back, could be up top high. That's just something that you'll practice when you're looking at references. So let me just erase now the original lines we used to get him in a symmetrical way. We'll just get rid of that. I'm running out of an eraser here. So now we have the shape of our butterfly. So I'm just gonna make his body a little bit bigger, and I'm just gonna pull out a little bit of sketching from the center. And now you can put his details in. So I like to give them a black edge here. And again, just scribbling the dark. You can take your time and give it as much detail as you want. You know, you can really give it those little shapes of black and white, like a monarch. For this purpose, I just want to scribble it in because I want to show you how quick, like the whole point of a quickie sketch. So like in the dragonfly, you want to sketch them before they fly away. And you want to stay loose, so you just scribbling away. Just nice and loose. It's not a super detailed sketch. Just trying to capture the form and the shape, and the symmetricalness of this is important. So I'm just going to color him in real quick. And I'm pushing hard on my pencil so that I get a nice dark pencil mark. And then I can put the the little chambers inside his wings, the delicate little shapes. Try and keep those as symmetrical as you can as well. Repeat the same shape on either side. And you can make any adjustments here too. So if you find that you've made the wing wider than you should have, or narrower, you can always widen out the other one. And that's why I love loose sketches like this, because you're constantly correcting and getting a feel for it with your pencil. So you're moving the line into the direction you want by just scribbling away. You can use pencil crayon to do this, markers if you want color. Now I'm just gonna fill it in a little bit. I don't wanna go too dark, but I'd like to give it a little bit of depth by adding some scribbling shading here. Now with this guy, I find his head is a little bit too far away from the rest of his body. So I think I'm gonna change that. I'm running out of eraser here, sorry, but I'm gonna drop his head a little bit lower. So I'm gonna see, and that's what I mean by sketching, is you really can just make little adjustments like that. There, I feel that's a little bit better now. He was a little bit too long in the body, I think. So there's our little butterfly. Now you can do different angles too. So this is obviously a top view. So we can do something where we do a side view. So let's do one of those, and again, just on coffee paper. And I'm going to, so this one is a little bit trickier to draw because there's really not a specific guideline where you can draw the lines to help you keep it symmetrical. But because we know where the wings grow out of their bodies, it's going to be easier to draw than you think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a side profile of the butterfly. So I'm going to pull up here. I'm going to pull away from, I'm just going to give myself a dot. Let's start with a dot. And I'm going to pull away. I'm going to round it back and go back to that point. So that's the secret of drawing butterflies, is come back to this point. You're going to go back out again, and you're going to go along like this and back to that point. And we're going to make adjustments after. Don't worry if you haven't captured the form perfectly yet. It's all about sketching. Again, from this point, I'm going to go up and back and stop at this line, because this is the back wing that tucks behind this one, so you won't be able to see it. So you can already tell that it's starting to look like a butterfly. So now we're going to give him his head, which has these kind of little triangle heads. And scribble that in. Give his little antennae. Aha, I got it right this time. Not tentacles. We're going to give him a little squiggly body. Squiggle him out. And then we're going to give him some legs. So he's got these very delicate, thin little legs. They come out and go down. Again, not a lot of detail. Maybe the back leg's showing a little bit. Just scribbles. And now we can give him some detail in the wing. So we're gonna do our little chambers, those pretty little delicate patterns they have. And I'm sure there's technical terms for that too. Should really Google that before I start my videos on what these things are called. So I'm gonna darken up this back wing a little, and then I'm gonna darken the corner of his wings. And do the same one on this. So again, even going outside my lines, not a big deal. Nice and loose. I've got to get him before he flies away to the next flower. I'm just gonna darken that in here. So this wing, it looks a little wonky right now, so I think I'll pull it out and reshape it just a little bit. And then I'm gonna give it the dark edge that they have, and then I'm gonna give him his delicate little segments. Again, nice and loose. And you can see how fast we're drawing here. And I hope you do draw along with me, and I'd love to see your drawings. So there's been a lot of people who've been posting back on my Instagram and my Facebook, showing me their sketches, and I absolutely love seeing them. And people are really surprised at what they were able to do just by following a couple little instructions. And there you go. So there's a side profile of a butterfly. And again, you can get as whimsy as you want. You know, you can put little decorations in here, and whatever your imagination has. You can put them on a flower. So you can do, if you follow the tutorial about the cone flower that I have listed as well in my YouTube channel, you can quickly draw a cone flower in. Now you've got a butterfly on the cone flower. I'm just going to do it really quick here because I don't want to get into that video, but you can, if you're interested, you can have a quick look at that tutorial, and it shows you how to draw one of these cone flowers. So you can start putting all these elements of these videos together and merging them into one drawing. So again, I'm just doing this really quick. A little decoration here. Just wanted to show you how easy it is to put things together and just let your imagination go. So there's the cone flower, just a real quick, super quick sketch. Super quickies. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helped. I hope it inspires you to go out and have a look around you and see what there is to sketch. And again, like I said, this was a suggestion from somebody, so if there's anything you want to see, please leave it in the comments. I'm happy to put some sketches together. If you like my YouTube channel, please hit subscribe and the notification and the like button, and well, you know the drill when it comes to that. And follow me along for more. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.